Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started, bud. So, first of all, thanks everybody for coming. I'll keep this short. There's not 118 of y'all didn't come to listen to me talk for sure. So, ever since we started this thing, it's been the whole deal behind it has been that we wanted to learn about everything that was going on in DeFi, not just SafeMoon, not just whatever projects we were interested in, but everybody's project and whatever was really going on. So, Mr. Cryptus said that he had some information that was pertinent to the SafeMoon community, and we thought everybody would like to hear it. So I'm going to let Mr. Cryptus do it for himself. Sir, the floor is yours.
Thank you, guys. So first of all, just want to briefly introduce myself before I jump into the actual story. So when it comes to me, my background is others, like a startupper. I built a lot of things. Sometimes I failed, sometimes I succeeded in. Very crypto oriented, so I began to invest in crypto in 2017. I experimented a lot in the crypto space, and that's how basically I was able to actually get to know SafeMoon, and eventually try to connect with the CEO of SafeMoon. So back in March, I saw the potential. SafeMoon was the 12th of March. The 13th of March, I was immediately jumping into trying to connect with the CEO of SafeMoon. So I text John over on Discord, and we started talking. As you publicly know, we began to officially partner with SafeMoon back in March and April. The public MA that I believe was deleted actually, and the website testified that. So as a partner at BB, I chose at that time to avoid speaking too much about announced collab with SafeMoon. The CEO and the team of SafeMoon did their job when it comes to hype the community. I respect the team. I'm not against the communication. It's simply that the communication is not the way I roll, when it comes to SafeMoon. So as you know, the team of SafeMoon talked about how we were working on a hybrid DEX checks, and it was actually true. So we didn't say that, they actually did it, openly on a public MA. So then, of course, what happened is that, in my personal opinion, the community probably pushed the team to work on a lot of things, probably to prove the world that SafeMoon was not just a token. And I understand that, because there were so many people that were screaming at SafeMoon as a scam, and of course the community wanted to make sure that actually it was like that. So and then at BBPOM, we saw the official roadmap of SafeMoon on the website, and we heard that the CEO was talking about what they wanted to achieve. So that was a very respectful, ambitious roadmap. So, however, at BBPOM, we began to internally question the potential timelines of SafeMoon, since we were also working at Mirai Labs, where we were and are trying to build something that could actually give an extreme dose of utility to SafeMoon, because that's, as I said on my Twitter, we're not a competitor, we are like a booster, and we always been both BBPOM and Mirai. So we were a little bit nervous, and I'm gonna tell you why in a bit, because we also saw a public tweet that was saying we understood that we want to do things on our own. So when we saw that, I don't want to talk about that, but let me tell you this. Actually, I'm gonna tell you a story. Actually, yeah. 2 years ago, my team and I were partnering with another startup. We were supposed to go in a direction with them, and so we basically removed any previous roadmap plan to follow the new roadmap with them. The problem started when this company began to gradually cut any communication and negotiation with us. We were supposed to do something, and we were left with an NDA, nothing else. I'm not sure why. They were like working at many things at the same time, and for 2-3 months, our investors started to question us because, of course, we were not basically making money from any source of business. And this company was not behaving in a respectful way. So at the end, we were left with nothing. And they actually tried to build their own thing, who then failed through, customer dissatisfaction and bad marketing timing. So both of us were basically left with nothing. Now back to us. Why I started to speak on Twitter? Because I saw something that I did not like. I'm not saying what it is. Keep in mind that regarding any potential partnership with SafeMoon, I'm not going to talk about this thing like in a specific way right now. But what I can say is that if there is an NDA, of course, you got to know that with an NDA, you can still speak and talk if the information are already public. So what I did is starting to talk about the story of the end. I couldn't, and I can't, of course. But what I said, though, here in this live is my previous story, and that's what I can tell you right now. And I'm not against SafeMoon, and that's also why Mirai Labs want to help them to achieve part of their vision, regardless of the speculation, BB on SafeMoon that are circulating on the web right now. Well, today you heard a story like my previous story, and that's the story. BBPOM and SafeMoon nurture a profound mutual respect. Again, the team of SafeMoon talked about how we were working on a hybrid DEX checks, and I repeat it again. What I can say is that BBPOM will keep on, fostering its technology, and I'm sure that SafeMoon will communicate their plans on their channel, where I'm sure they will clear things for you. You can trust your team; they are great guys. From my experience, I was able to communicate with them a lot back in the days. March, April. Most importantly, we were as they publicly said, we were doing great things. Now, today you heard something from me, and you can speculate on that. I can also answer more questions probably. But I think that is what I can tell in my legal power, like my previous story, and to clear things up, on behalf of BBPOM, because what I understood is that also BBPOM was has been damaged a lot by this situation, because we were called a bad technology. We were called a potential partner that SafeMoon didn't deserve, because SafeMoon was better. So we were forced to defend ourselves a certain way, because we were basically, our business has been damaged a lot. So that's why I was starting to tell the story, and then I couldn't, and then I was forced to be stopped. But I guess the SafeMoon community is smart, so you can understand, guys, that nobody here is trying to go against SafeMoon, and I can ensure that the team is great. Now, regarding the Haas, again, tomorrow they're gonna clear things up. But I wanted first to tell you my story, because it's very important. Because probably I know that things could be told. I mean, people can tell stories in a different way, so I want to make sure that BBPOM can survive in certain environments where we are attacked. Now, I mean, That's like I wanted to tell you this right now, and then I'm open to discuss more about things with you guys, and let's see if I can answer like more specific questions in my legal power.
I have a question for you, and I'll give it over to Martin for the other questions. So, just so I understand, to sum it up, if I said that you had an exchange, SafeMoon came to you, you all talked about creating a hybrid exchange. You were under the impression that you guys actually had plans to make this exchange, and then they kind of just ghosted you to handle things on their own. Is that a good summary or no?
The summary.
I understand it's simplified, but did I get the general stuff? And then I'll let Martin ask better questions.
Again, the previous story that I told you about 2 years ago, that's what actually happened to me 2 years ago, and I can really not give additional information like in my legal power for this current story, but that was my previous story, and this is it. Like
that's clear. I think you set the stage by giving the past story, and people can read between the lines and kind of understand what maybe happened at this point in time. Awesome. Well, Homocryptus, thank you so much for being on the stage here. So over the course of the last couple of days, we've been taking some questions down from the community. And if it's okay with you, I'd love to ask you some questions, and if you can answer them, great. If not, just let us know that in your legal power you're unable to. Okay.
Sure.
So first question comes from SafeMoon Joe, so big YouTuber here, and he asks, "Are you a friend or foe of SafeMoon?"
No, definitely I'm a friend. I am a friend, and I've never been an enemy. Probably, as I said on Twitter, like probably I'm a bad communicator in some way, and I could like you could misunderstood me, like, but definitely not like a father or or an enemy. Just like a friend that it started like as a good relationship. It started like a good relationship. Yep.
Okay, fantastic. So one question that has actually the most likes here is, are Homocryptus or Baby Palm tied in any way to Castellano Fioni, the man listed as the director of SafeMoon in Europe?
Oh no, like my partner knows who he is, but we are not affiliated with the guy. No.
Baby Palm is not affiliated with Castellano Fioni.
Exactly, he's not.
Great. Next question is, what was the falling out point between Baby Palm and SafeMoon? Was there a specific moment, or maybe a specific thing? Was it just a lack of communication back and forth? That was kind of the situation.
Not my legal power, but again, my previous story is actually what happened to me. 2 years ago, and yeah.
Okay. So I guess the next question is, do you wish to mend your business relationship with SafeMoon?
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that. What I can say is that definitely I can improve as a businessman and as a communicator and as a negotiator, and so everything that probably I did in the past or I'm gonna do in the future will depend on my ability to communicate in a good way. Now, I'm not saying that with SafeMoon definitely happened something that put me put BBP in a wrong position. What I'm saying is, like, of course I make mistakes and everyone makes mistakes, but I'm sure that the SafeMoon team will, if they want, say something more about BBPON in the future in their AMAs, since they openly said that since April we were partnering with them. So
clear. So next question that I have from the community is here is, do you or does Baby Palm feel taken advantage of by SafeMoon?
Like, in full transparency, and that's why I'm not talking about my startup right now. But in full transparency, when I saw SafeMoon back in March, of course, as a business guy, I saw the potential for our exchange, right? So that's why I connect with John, right? Otherwise, if I didn't believe in SafeMoon from day one, I wouldn't do that. But saying that we're wanted to take advantage is not true. Is impossible because, of course, we are so small that the community and the SafeMoon can destroy us in 1 second. So it's impossible for us to try to circumvent the community, etc. with other things, right? Because nobody's gonna believe in us again, and yeah, I mean we could destroy ourselves on our own. So definitely not. It was not our plan, not to circumvent or go against, but just to boost and help.
Got it. Okay. So one question that was asked here. So John Caroni on the SafeMoon Discord mentioned that he doesn't like working with people who break NDAs. Do you think that was directed at you specifically?
So I saw that, and again, what I can say is that keep in mind that an NDA is not violated when you communicate about stuff that is already of public domain. So that's what I did, and as you know, people were speculating a lot on my tweets, so that's impossible for us to violate something if everyone already knows those kind of things. So I'm not. I cannot say that I saw the post, so I was a little bit confused, but yeah.
Okay.
I have a question, Martin.
Sure, go ahead.
What if any kind of deal were you ever offered a deal, and if you were, what were the numbers?
No, I mean I cannot say.
Okay,
that's fine.
I cannot tell about the public MA of John in SafeMoon that has been deleted. I think actually could summarize something like that, but I mean it's upon them because they said that we didn't say that.
Do you think that you were fairly compensated for the effort that you put in?
I mean, the effort that we did for BBPON did not depend on SafeMoon potential compensation back in the days. So I guess that our compensation will be basically driven by market acceptance in the future.
Okay. Very, very good answer. Okay, thank you. Now, just a question here and this alludes to one of your tweets that went out here. So you mentioned that BBPOM was going to go through a name change. And the name Owl House was thrown out here, and we know that SafeMoon for a period of time there was using the term owl, and then they kind of retracted back from this hoot and owl and everything else and said it was a joke here. Can you elaborate on what is Owl House, and was this potentially the new name of the SafeMoon exchange?
Okay, so what I can say is that as I mentioned before, BBPOM was really damaged by this situation. So what we're gonna do is rebrand our exchange and call it in another name. And again, I'm gonna leave to SafeMoon the actual final exact answer on their terms, because I'm not speaking here about the SafeMoon exchange without SafeMoon team actually doing it. So I mean, what I can say is that again, we are gonna rebrand it because we were damaged, and let's see the name. One of the names was actually the Whole House exchange.
Owl House, yeah, that was it was a unique name that I think the community kind of gravitated to because of the use of owls from the SafeMoon core team.
Sure,
yeah.
Sure.
And then just some questions about BBPOM. So BBPOM as a whole, can you give us some numbers on how many users currently use BBPOM? Maybe what the daily volume looks like.
Okay, so what I can tell you in my legal power is that in the past two months, we did not have like a huge volume because actually we didn't focus on anything but the technology infrastructure of BBPON. So BBPON was born to actually, help some of our private traders in doing something that they were not able to do in other checks. So we didn't focus too much on users. What I can tell you that the volume of BBPON in April and May was between in transaction between $250K and $1 million. But again, as Safeon said in their public IMA, they did not choose us at the beginning for the numbers because actually when we tried to list them back in the days, we said openly to them, look, we don't have the numbers. So of course we are not going to charge anything for us because of course we don't have the numbers. So it would be crazy for us to charge,
Yeah.
What kind of exchange are you?
What kind of? Well, we were like a check. We were like a centralized exchange with some cool features inside because we security features. Right now we are like hybrid DEX checks because we follow our roadmap. So.
What would be the home location of the exchange?
What do you mean location? Like,
where is it listed?
Where is legally based in Romania, since Romania is like a super open, transparent nation for crypto, and we're trying to also do probably like another establishment in UK, but the team is partially Italian.
Okay, and I think we got some more questions, Martin, in the chat about like the security specifics and stuff.
Yeah, so there were some questions here around. Can you elaborate on some of the security features of BBPOM and what makes it so secure?
Oh, I mean, I really cannot because this is like a value added. But I'm sure that I'm gonna look. I'm gonna do like a specific post on Twitter, like probably 10 slides, where I'm gonna tell you everything about the security of BBPON in my power, and also backed by my CTO because it's more specific.
Got it. Okay. Okay, fantastic. And then let's see here. Let me just run through the questions real quick. So let me ask you a question here. Are you still in communication with the SafeMoon core team? And if so, when was the last real communication you had with them?
We've been communicating with SafeMoon since March. Yeah, I'm sure that SafeMoon will tell you when was our last communication.
Okay, that's fine. So someone had mentioned here in the chat that BBPOM was your baby and you worked very hard on BBPOM to get it up and running. So does this mean that you can't talk about it anymore? Does this mean BBPOM is no longer your baby?
What I can say is that I actually focusing a lot on my other startup that I'm, of course, for transparency, I'm not gonna mention it anymore since I said that I'm not going to talk about my startup. And so my core focus is on that. And of course, BBPON is important because it's the technology that is going to help, for sure, the ecosystem in general. So, the other startup is going to, the goal of the other startup is to boost tokens like SafeMoon and SafeMoon per se. So definitely it was my baby, it's still my baby, but the other startup is, of course, the core here because it's more useful for the ecosystem.
Okay. I think we can read between the lines there. One question here is: do you hold SafeMoon?
Oh yeah, I mean, I used to hold like 72 billions back in March, and I'm also like a TA guy, so I'm technical analyst, and so that when in April I saw that the price was skyrocketing, there was that bubble on SafeMoon. I decided to sell 50% of my SafeMoon, of course. So I still have SafeMoon, and said to my friends, probably I'm not gonna sell them because I don't care.
Okay.
Because I already did profit, I had to, because I'm not an avid guy and a greedy guy. So I had to sell that, but I still have something here.
I respect the guy who knows how to take profits.
Yeah,
We're big on taking profits around here. Take your profits.
yeah. I saw. To my community. I told them, I'm gonna sell, my SafeMoon because it's too much. The price is too much. I had to, respectfully.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean.
So one question that came in here was that obviously you are or you were a partner with SafeMoon at one point in time, so you may have been privy to future roadmaps. With that being said, how bullish are you on SafeMoon?
I'm very bullish on SafeMoon price, because I'm sure that. Sorry, let me think about it more about the answer.
You can keep going with that. You're bullish on the price.
Yeah, I mean, I'm bullish on the price. I'm bullish on the team, since look, guys. What SafeMoon did is something that has never been seen in history, right? So in 4 months, I believe it was like 5 billion market cap. The team did great. They scale a lot the team. That's amazing. My only point was, and as I said in my story, like sometimes like you get stuck in achieving the vision, and maybe you're forced to do it because the community push you, etc. And you forget your why, and at that point you cannot slow down. So I'm just like bullish on the team because the team is super valid, and on the price because of course there is speculation. I'm just wanna see like if even Has can help SafeMoon in delivering on promises. That's also one of our goals, like to boost and help SafeMoon in delivering.
Clear. Thank you so much for that that insight. Next question is this is going to be kind of a weird one here, but do you know anything about Operation Phoenix? And if so, is it as big as they say?
No. That part I really don't know it. Yeah.
Okay.
No. Let me address again one thing. I want to make sure that it's clear. Like BBPOM and the other startup are completely two different entities, legally speaking, and also partially the team is not the same. Okay, so that's why I'm stressing that with the other startup we can. I mean, there are some goals that are aligned with BBPOM, but the entities are different. So make sure that is clear.
Okay. Go ahead,
We're definitely talking about projects here, but we'll have you back later at another time when you're ready to talk about the project.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's some people in the SafeMoon community that want to know more about Mira Labs and what it has to. So maybe we can schedule a separate AMA, or we can do something live to kind of go through your project and explain what's that all about.
Yeah.
A lot of people seem excited about that. The one question, the one question that I got here, and I think you already answered this, was that Mira Labs is not a competitor to SafeMoon, but rather it's a complementing token, correct?
Oh yes. I mean, as I said, it would be crazy to go against something that is already established. As I said, like. Trust me, like I'm working with people that still believe that SafeMoon is a scam, okay? But what I think is that, again, the tokenomics is like a blockchain. Like, of course, it's not the same. But what I'm trying to say is like tokenomics or a protocol can be used across other platforms and entities, and in the same way a blockchain is, right? So I believe that in the next few years, more and more startups will implement the protocol of SafeMoon and use SafeMoon in a certain way to build their core product around the protocol of SafeMoon, and everything is going to be connected. And of course, when SafeMoon is going to do its own blockchain, like and probably go in the same way that Binance did, is going to be even more fun for every new startup, because again, it gives a boost, initial boost to every startup that has a token, but that token does not do anything. So that's what I see. That's what I envision, for SafeMoon in general, and that's why we are not a competitor, but more like a booster.
Got it. So one question that came up here is on BibiPalm. Does BibiPalm's backend architecture support cryptonomics?
So cryptonomics is something that we heard since, I believe, April publicly, and what I can say with BibiPalm is, like, when we spoke internally, and we started to address the potential for the cryptonomics into a checks, so into a centralized exchange. Cryptonomics was probably was really not a very complex thing to do on our position. So cryptonomics, I'm gonna leave to SafeMoon, of course, the stage when they're gonna talk about that. But again, for BBPOM, like, cryptonomics is cool. Like, it's not complex.
I got a question, Martin. If we looked up the paperwork and the registration, who owns BibiPalm right now?
Well, my other partners are, again, Alessandro and yeah, and the guys that you publicly can see on the BBPalm. If you Google BBPalm, you can see the two partners.
Okay.
Actual founders, legally founders there, and and then there is me. That is actually like an external partner right now.
Beautiful.
Marco,
guys, ciao bello, dove sei stata tutta la mia vita?
Good Italian.
That's only Italian I know. So guys, I think that wraps it up for the questions. I think we hit the ones that had the most reactions into the chat here. Now some more questions are coming in here. I think you already answered this here, but someone asked, did your NDA run?
Go ahead, Mark.
Did your NDA run out? And I think the answer is no. He's just talking about stuff that's already out in the public. I think
exactly.
He's still under an NDA.
Exactly, I believe. Yes.
I think we should probably cut it here. And then if you want to hang out in our public voice chat or anywhere in the Discord, you're more than welcome. If people want to try and link up with you and ask some more questions, if you want to hang out, but I know you're probably busy, so that's up to you.
I still have 15 minutes to hang out if you want in the general voice.
So let me just wrap this up here, guys. I know a lot of people were coming into this here wondering what was going to be said, and was he a friend or a foe of SafeMoon? From my perspective, it sounds like Homocryptus is a friend of SafeMoon. He wants nothing but success here. He's very, very bullish on the project long term, so that's always fantastic to hear. And Homocryptus, thank you so much for coming to the Noble Church of P SafeMoon to give us the opportunity to speak to you. We really, really appreciate it.
Great, guys, great. So,
Martin, do you just want to take hands in here? That might be an easier organization than an open voice chat.
Absolutely. So, guys, we're going to go ahead now, and if you have a question for Homocryptus, please go ahead and request to come up here, and I will bring you up. We'll bring people up one or two at a time.
I think we turned off requests, so we might have to turn them back on.
Okay, so there we go.
Yep.
So we're going to go ahead and bring up one person right now. Okay, so we have Victory on the stage. Victory, are you there? Oh, Victory, we're not coming through with any audio here.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, we got you now, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering what prompted you to start speaking now, what was your goal in speaking up? Because we hadn't heard anything from you previously, and then all of a sudden there's a lot of, cryptic tweets and cliffhangers, and I was just wondering why now.
So, I mean, why now is let me think what I can say here. Well, I mean, again, my previous story, I guess that's what I can say. Like, I really cannot say too much, guys. Honestly, I'm gonna be in trouble here.
We understand here. So, based on his previous story, there were some damages here from a previous, not SafeMoon, a previous token, and there's comes to a point in time where it's just, hey, enough is enough, and the community needs to know.
Yep.
Great question, though, Victory. I'm going to go ahead and bring someone else on stage here. So, Machiavelli, I have a request out to you. I'm going to go ahead and bring up Beast Mode and Gray Adam 66.
All right, can you hear me?
Yep.
We got you.
All right, my question is a few weeks back, Mariah Labs actually had a listing of all their partners and stuff, and SafeMoon was one of them. And since it's been a couple days now, the SafeMoon has been covered up with a confidential sticker.
Well, keep in mind that Mirai Labs and BBPon are basically partnering. So basically, everything that BBPon does for Mirai Labs is mutual. And then regarding like the SafeMoon thing, that honestly, like, I cannot say too much regarding Mirai Labs and SafeMoon, because actually, again, the only thing that I can say is like the goal is to help them. And so regarding the confidential part, like, I guess I cannot say anything about that. And with the white paper, I guess can clear things better. Like,
okay, that's all I had.
Thank you, Beast Mode. Let's see. Gray Adam, are you here?
I am here, yes.
Did you have a question for Homocryptus?
Yes, Homocryptus, are you aware of SafeMoon's new project, Surge? And if you're aware, what's your opinions on it currently?
Great question.
Actually, you know what? I really didn't know about the Surge project, but
Really?
Yeah. I mean, can you guys tell me more about that?
Yeah, so I think, well, once again, Surge is not directly affiliated with SafeMoon. That was SafeMoon Mark's side project.
Okay.
So I don't know if Homocryptus would have any insight to SafeMoon Mark's side projects.
Yeah, I just didn't want to come after his non-disclosure agreement, and since he's very active in the cryptocurrency community, I was just kind of interested to see his opinion on it, but if you don't know too much about it, then... Oh, thank you.
I mean, I can speculate about it. It could be like the name of the wallet, but I don't know.
I'll tell you. What I know personally. I got in on the first day, and I staked with BNB. I think it's the future of staking. I made 7% in the Surge stake in a week. I mean, you can look into it yourself, but
Interesting.
It's pretty cool, and they're bridging everywhere with every cryptocurrency. It's a very cool project. I've been in the Discord for a while now, and just look into it. It's pretty cool.
Fantastic.
And that's exactly what it is. He just explained that project absolutely correct. It's staking BNB, and we're in a bull run, and BNB's about to go up. So that project's probably about to make a lot of money. Not financial advice.
Yep. Cool. Thank you, Gray Adam here. So, SafeMoon Soldier, do you have a question?
Hey, good afternoon, and can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I'm in my car right now, so I actually didn't have a question for Homocryptus. I just wanted to say thank you for joining us, sir. It's been a pleasure being in touch with you, and I was the one reaching out to you about getting in spaces. Unfortunately, I just got off work, so I missed most of this. And again, I just wanted to say thank you and see are we still available to do a spaces between the 10th and 18th?
Yeah, so
yeah.
We'll go ahead and let you guys work that off on the side. And then also for everybody here, we did record this here, and it will be up on YouTube, as well as the audio clip will be sent out to some YouTubers here to evaluate. Thanks, Soldier.
Okay.
Baton, did you have a question?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Homocryptus, thanks so much for your time today. I'm sure we all appreciate it. Quick question for you, sir. When the SafeMoon exchange is launched and fully ready to go, can you speak on how you think it will compare to the Binance exchange as we know it today?
No, guys, really, I really don't know. Scared. I can't talk about that. I guess the SafeMoon is gonna say everything to you. They great team, so I guess they're gonna tell you everything. But what I can say, I can speculate about the type of the exchanges that no, actually no, I'm not gonna say that. Sorry.
Yeah. So, sometimes you don't need to say anything for people to get what they want to know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much, Homocryptus.
Thank
No.
you, Baton.
Worry.
Machiavelli, thank you for coming up to the stage here. Do you have a question?
Hey, thank you for having me, sir. Thank you for coming on and team for putting this together. I know it takes a lot to stand in front of strangers and really not necessarily defend yourself, but try to lay down some truth and some facts in the way you see it through your perception. But my question for you would be, without violating your NDA, with all the information that was already publicly released through SafeMoon,
Yeah.
can you elaborate to your own perspective, right?
Yeah.
What is exciting you about SafeMoon? Either things that are known or things that are not being advertised that you would like to see the SafeMoon core team move or progress to. Thank you.
I mean, I'm definitely I'm excited about seeing SafeMoon becoming like the next Binance for the people, right? Because Binance is actually not for the people, no? It's a centralized power disguised into a decentralized world. So I'm really curious to see if SafeMoon will deliver on their vision to become probably the first blockchain, community-based blockchain, and that's what excites me more. What I want to see, and I would like to see from SafeMoon, in my opinion, is just like being less pushed probably by the community and try to make everyone understand that time is on our side and things are going to take time to be delivered. Like Cardano, Cardano has been like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 years, and the community is still patient. So I guess that really we need to go to arrive to a point where basically SafeMoon is like a Cardano that is like just focus on building, and not on answering to the community,
Beautiful.
That's
Great.
for me.
AP Rover, did you have a question?
Yep. First of all, thank you, Homocryptus, for doing this. We all appreciate you. I was just wondering if you could elaborate one of your tweets about SafeMoon. So it says the SafeMoon tokenomics could be the mainstream layer token protocol on top of which any crypto business could build its core product. So, I mean, I didn't really understand what it meant. Like, did you mean that the future businesses could use tokenomics as their like business strategy or something? Yeah.
That, I mean, what I can say again, as I said before, for me, SafeMoon is the only. It was the first mover into this tokenomics business, and it would be impossible for a new business to actually use the tokenomics and go against SafeMoon, etc. So for me, the tokenomics of SafeMoon is going to be the layer for all the other startups to build their core product around the tokenomics, and then basically boost SafeMoon with their products to make sure that they give more utility to the SafeMoon ecosystem. So that's why I see this as a sort of blockchain, but of course, it's not a blockchain.
Beautiful. Thank you. Surge Man, did you have a question for Homocryptus?
Yeah, of course I do. So my question goes, Homocryptus, first of all, I want to thank you. I appreciate everything you've done and the work you've put. So at the end of the day, like the partnership between Baby Pump and SafeMoon to whatever, I don't know, we're hoping it to relate to the SafeMoon exchange. Like you said when you started the story, Like, is it going to be an epic one? Like the end to this story, is it going to be a great story?
Oh, what a great question.
Well, I mean, of course, this is not like this is not a bad story for anyone. I guess it's a happy ending story, regardless of what actually is going to happen in the future or happen in the past. So, not a bad ending for anyone here. Not for SafeMoon, not for BB, not for anyone.
All right, thanks a lot.
Great. Here, anybody else want to come up here and ask questions? All right. Well, I guess that's it from the Q&A section here. We're going to go ahead and we'll wrap this up here. Once again, like I said, Homocryptus, thank you so much for coming to the Noble Church of P to answer questions and to share your truth. We really appreciate it, and we hope to have maybe another conversation with you as we get closer to Mira Labs launch.
For sure. I mean, as you want, guys. I don't want to like take lead of your community with my project. Just like when you want, I'm available.
Yeah, so we're all about the community and healthy projects that'll help the community or help the world. We like to have conversations. We like to bring people in here, so we bring other projects as well. So by all means, if we can give you a platform to speak to the SafeMoon community about your project and how it could potentially help SafeMoon down the road, or that, by all means, reach out to myself or James, and we can arrange that.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you all for coming. We appreciate Lou, Mama.
That's right.
Mike.
Lotus here. Shout out, Cat Russ. Thank you for joining here. Shout out to Cleophas, Beast Mode, Baton, Jordan Wolf, Herbie,
The
Bully
Bulls.
2.0,
Shout out
Opero.
to the Crypto Bulls that came over to hang out.
Shout out to the
DM, I
Crypto
started-
Bulls. Absolutely.
Let me finish like that. Sorry, guys. Let me finish like that. SafeMoon is way ahead than Cardano back in 4 years ago. Okay, so just to make sure that you guys are way ahead.
Well, guys,
nobody's gonna run around freaking out because you said the project's 4 years away. You're okay.
guys, I think that's amazing. I think we can actually at this point say that Homocryptus is probably more bullish than Sean Wittrall.
Yeah, great.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great rest of your Saturday. We appreciate you visiting the Noble Church of P. Enjoy your weekends here, guys. We're going to go hang out in voice chat if you guys want to pop over there. Thank you so much, Homocryptus. Have a great day. Ciao, 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 ciao.